In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Fitbit Air with an Android phone. So I'm using a Pixel phone here. It might be slightly different if you're using a Samsung or a different Android phone, but the steps should be relatively similar. So the first thing to note is we no longer use this app. So I have yet to update my app, but this Fitbit app with the teal Fitbit logo technically no longer exists. We're going to have to update this. So if you already have that app, you could tap into here and go through all that. I'm just going to show you going to the Play Store. If we search and we tap here and we tap Fitbit, just to show you here. This is the new Fitbit app. So they have renamed the Fitbit app to Google Health Fitbit. It has a new icon, and you'll want to update or install whichever. If you've never had the Fitbit app before, you have install. So I'm going to go ahead and tap update here. All right, so it's updated. Now I can tap open. And it says the Fitbit app is now the Google Health app, built on what you love with a fresh update. So I'm going to go ahead and tap continue. And it has some familiar favorites. See what's new. And you just keep tapping continue as needed. And again, if you've had a Fitbit app before, you'll see these kind of screens. If you've never had one, it might look a little different. You'll be starting to create an account or whatnot. But since I assume a lot of you have already had this, I'll go ahead and go through this. Right now it's asking if I want to keep sharing my data with my current friends, and also which specific leaderboard metrics. So it looks like we now have cardio load in addition to steps, so you can turn those on or off. I actually really don't enjoy seeing a leaderboard of steps, so I think cardio load makes a lot more sense. So I'm going to go ahead and choose those things and tap save and continue. All right, so to pair a new device, we're going to go up here in the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to tap, and I already have some devices connected. So here I'm going to tap on Add More Devices. And up here, since it's the newest device, it's Fitbit Air. If this has been a while, you might have to scroll down to find Fitbit Air. So go ahead and tap on Fitbit Air. And I'm going to tap Start Setup. So it's asking connect Fitbit Air to the Fitbit app. You can read through all of this. And I'm going to go ahead and tap agree. If you say no thanks, well, you can't set up your Air, so that's up to you. Go ahead and make your decision. I'm going to tap agree. All right, so it says power up and let's get started. Keep your Fitbit Air charging and near your phone until the step is done. This helps create a connection with your phone. So if you have the cable that came in your box, you should be able to line up these pins with the pins on the back of the tracker, just like so. And then the other side can be plugged into a USB-C power source, such as this power bank, which I'm going to use, or you can use a USB-C wall adapter like this. So go ahead and plug your device in. And you should see a LED show up here. If it's not on this side, it might be on the other side of your device. And a flashing white means charging, so I'm going to go ahead and tap continue. So it's saying allow health to find, connect to, and determine relative position of nearby devices. This is so that your phone can find your tracker. So go ahead and tap allow. And it says that my Fitbit Air was not found, so you might need to charge it. So it says it's charging and it's near my phone. If it was previously paired with another phone, unpair it via the Bluetooth settings of that phone before you start it again. So that's not the case. All right, so before I try to restart my Fitbit Air, I'm going to go ahead and restart Bluetooth. So I can pull down here, I can tap on Bluetooth, I can tap here to disable it. It says Bluetooth is off, and now I can tap again to enable it. I can say done, swipe up, and I'm going to tap try again. Okay, so that did it for me. If you do need to restart it, there's this little button on the back of the charger that you can press and hold for 10 seconds if that works for you, but I would highly recommend just trying that Bluetooth first because that was definitely easier. All right, so it's saying pair with Google Fitbit Air. You can also allow access to contacts and call history. I don't think you really need to do that because you're not going to get any contacts or call history on here because there's no device. So I'm going to leave that unenabled and then tap pair. Yeah. So it's still saying that it couldn't pair, which is very interesting. It says the pairing request might come as a notification. Check your notifications by swiping down from the top of your screen. So no notifications. Let me go back. Okay, so saying Google Health needs location for some features. Don't know if that means that it found it or what. Let me see here. Okay, so tap to fix. Location permission. I guess I need to go to permissions of nearby devices. And then location. So if you're going to start manual workouts to get a GPS map of your workouts after the workout is done, you'd probably want to say allow all the time. If you don't want to do that, but you just want to set up your device, you can say ask every time. I want to say allow all the time is what it is. Okay, let's see if I go back here. Okay, back to app permissions and app info. Okay, so now we have check, check, check. So I'll go ahead and say done. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go back here. Oh, and it's in my list of devices. So that was very not a great experience. So anyway, it says it's at 85% and an update is required. So I'm gonna tap here. Okay, so reconnect. So I'm gonna tap pair. Pair. Allow health to access Google Fitbit Air. I'll say allow. Okay, now pairing is complete, so I'll tap close. Okay, now update required. Your Fitbit Air won't work properly until you update it. During the update, keep your Fitbit Air near your phone. So go ahead and tap start update. All right, so you can read through all of this, and if you reject it, you probably won't be able to use your Fitbit Air, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap accept. Okay, update. So, seems like a lot of tapping of buttons. That seems unnecessary to me, but I guess maybe it's just the initial rollout, and hopefully if you're watching this months or years after the initial launch, it won't be this difficult, but who knows, maybe it still will. So it doesn't look like there's an actual progress bar. We just have some wigglies going across here, showing us something's going on, I guess. So not sure how long this will take. It's 7:58 right now. All right, so I heard a little vibration and it now says updates complete. So that took at least 4, maybe 5-ish minutes. Looks like the LED is solid white now. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap done. All right, so it says my Fitbit Air has synced just now. If I tap on it, I could allow notifications from Google Health on my phone, get notifications for low battery warnings, step goal progress, and other features you may use. You need to tap here to allow. I guess I'll go ahead and allow. If those get annoying, I can go into the settings and disallow that later. So I guess I have to go to notifications and then allow. Now I'll go back and back. All right, so I believe that means we are all paired with the phone. I guess maybe a first thing to do is go down here, setting device preferences. You can have vibration alerts on your Fitbit Air, and intensity can be high or low. I'm going to start out with low and leave this on, but you can make your selections there. Also highly recommend choosing your wrist that you're wearing this on, whether it's your dominant or your non-dominant wrist. Let's go ahead and choose which of those. And I guess that's a little anticlimactic, but once you put this on your wrist, then once your phone and watch or tracker start talking to each other, then your data should start showing up. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing if you want to see more Google Fitbit Air videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.